Today, I want to share with you some steps, some really practical steps you can use to make a vision board that actually works. I'm holding up right now my own vision board, and I'm going to be breaking down why this works for me and some principles and steps that can really bring to life your own vision board and actually have it impact you instead of just being something that you know you should do or that you created at one time, but it's actually really not impacting your life that much. Today we're going to be going over a few principles about how to create a vision board that actually motivates you and keeps you motivated. These principles are one, use images and words. Two, if you notice up here, I make notes on my vision board. I handwrite. So the second point is write on it. You gotta iterate. You gotta adjust it every now and then. So have a saved Word document or a Google Doc or something that you can go in and edit it. So for example, the third point actually is put it somewhere convenient. If you're reading this, if you're on my WordPress blog, below it is a image of this on my bathroom, on my toilet. It's a little I don't know, it's maybe a weird place to put a vision board, but when I take a pee, when I just sit down, it's actually a pretty good time for me to just connect. Actually, there's something this sounds a little bit embarrassing, but there's something very primal and grounding about taking a poop. It's just like you're connected to your body. You get to sit down, and for me, I found that it's a good time to just pull out the vision board, look at it, try to read a word or two, and just to absorb it a little bit. So the fourth point is to have, this is one of my role models. I don't even think he knows he's a role model of mine, but I have other role models too. But this guy made it onto this vision board. Have a person who inspires you, who not only inspires you, but who's someone you could actually follow. Like, let's say you really are into politics and you really are into being a good human being. And so then you say Barack Obama or Michelle Obama. And that's great. I'm glad they inspire you. But can you actually be like them? They're almost like larger than life figures, and they're actually hard to really believe that you can be like them. So I'd suggest finding a realistic mentor, a realistic icon that you actually can be like. Someone a little smaller, a little more grounded, who relates to you more. And those are the four principles. This is kind of a bonus one, but there's various domains of life in here, and I divided it by myself, who I want to help in life, relationships, and health, relationships, and kind of like spirituality. So health, wealth, and there's some money goals on there too. So there are four domains. There were money or career, there was relationships, there was kind of like the spiritual self, myself, and then it looks like who I want to help. So I would suggest putting a few domains of life on there. That's kind of up to you. But I'll just go through this real quick. So this is a mentor of mine. I really am inspired by him. I have a tangible goal for my career. Top page of Google with 10K views per month, 10 to 20 clients. I feel that's achievable. I put a list of my habits on here, and nighttime ritual, post content, learn, connect to others, yada yada yada. There's all these images of me helping people and how I want my clients to transform their bodies. I even put some things that I'm working on. Like, these are personal beliefs that I'm trying to work on right down here. I am worthy. I am enough. I practice courage. I allow myself to lean on others. I value secure, caring relationships. I give myself time to connect and think about others. I assume people want to talk to me and offer love. These are limiting beliefs that I have. I'm aware, I have enough self-knowledge to realize, wow, sometimes I don't feel like I'm worthy. Sometimes I don't practice courage. Sometimes I don't value secure, caring relationships. I undervalue them. And it hurts me when I see that. So I'm trying to put images and words that are meaningful to me. And where I've gotten caught, here's one little thing you just should be aware of. If you're making a vision board, if you've ever gone through a Tony Robbins seminar or watched The Secret, or if you're into Oprah, vision boards, or if you're into Hal Elrod's Miracle Morning, Lois Howe's, vision boards are very, very great. But sometimes I get caught in thinking that I have to read them. Like I have to look at each image and read each word and really absorb it. It takes like 10 minutes. And what I'm finding more useful now is having it in a place. For some reason the bathroom just connects home for me so well. But the bathroom is just, I just glance at it. I just try to absorb a little bit of that energy, remember how I feel when I made these goals. And just to reflect a little bit each day about what direction I want my life to go in. And then yeah, that's it's just really important. Like, don't think you have to read the whole vision board, or like deeply absorb it. It's just too time consuming that way. But have it in a good place that have some images and words that connect with you. And then to really bring it to life, you have to realize this is an ongoing vision. It's an ongoing evolution. So sometimes when I'm writing this, I realize, oh wow, like some of my notes on myself are, some of these notes up top are to speak honestly, to come from a place of deep service within myself, and to, in relationships, to really value mutual liking and like a shared world together. This idea of a shared world, it came to me in a dream the other day where I was flying, and then I tried to get my friend to fly, but I couldn't get my friend to fly. And after I interpreted the dream, I realized, I can feel really free by myself, but it's almost like when I try to share my freedom with others and try to bring them along on the journey, it just didn't happen. My friend was trying to fly in the dream and I couldn't get him, and I was feeling confused. And so I interpreted that to mean it's great if you feel good by yourself, but unless you're bringing along other people, unless you're creating a shared wonderful experience with others, it might just be a fantasy. It might just be locked in your own head. And that's powerful for me because I can just get locked in my own head being an introvert. So for me, it's really important to create a shared world, and that's what I'm trying to do more so with these videos. I'm trying to open up on these videos and allow you to come into my world and see who I am. I'm trying to do more of that. Anyways, yeah. So about the iteration thing, the vision board isn't set in stone. Like sometimes when I'm sitting on the toilet, I'll be like, oh, that's a value. This is meaningful to me. I should put it on there. And then I put a little note. And sometimes I have to like trim. Like sometimes there'll be so many notes on my vision board that when I go to reprint it out, when I go to print it out again, I have to like kind of consolidate the notes, and I have to like change the words a little bit and make it more reflective of who I am. And so it's a natural process where you put words and then you trim, and you put words and you trim. So those are the 4 principles. What do you think about them? Have it in a public place, feel free to iterate it, use images and words, and then don't spend too much time. Cool. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe send me a picture of your vision board. I'd love to see it. All right. Have a good day. Peace.